Hello everyone and welcome back. So in our fourth workshop today, we are going to be exploring a number of new important things. We've worked with strings before in previous workshops, but we're going to get a bit more in depth with them today. We'll learn about how to modify them, how to manipulate them in a bit more detail. You'll also learn about arrays, which are a very important data type in programming, not just in C++, but in languages, programming languages in general. So that will be important to understand. And we'll create a few different programs throughout the workshop to try and demonstrate these concepts and gives you a firm understanding. This will kind of build up into our game for today, which is a simple small game. It's a kind of word scramble game in which we'll provide the computer with a series of words. The computer will randomly scramble the words up, and then the player will have to guess correctly. We can give them some hints, and other than that, it'll be pretty simple. So I think it'll be a good way of showing you how arrays function and how you can use member functions and data members of string objects in order to really make your games more complex. And hopefully what I just said will make sense once you've worked through the lesson plan. So, we are really starting to get into more complex areas of programming in this workshop and in the next few. So as always, I encourage you to ask questions and try to work together to get your programs running correctly. And just make sure you are understanding what the code itself is doing. You have a firm grasp of what each line of code is actually doing for the program as a whole. At the same time, I always recommend thinking about how you might improve or otherwise modify these programs that we are creating. As I've said, most of them are fairly simple, but I think they can provide a good basis. If you wanted to retool them and then use them in a larger project that you envision, I think that could be very helpful. You can also think about how you might combine all of the various programs we are creating into one larger program that does a lot more interesting stuff, right? So just something to consider. Additionally, as always, I do recommend check out the practice exercises. Those are always good for solidifying your learning. You can work on them individually, of course, but you could also, attempt some of them as a group or, just with another peer in an exercise of, collaborative programming, right? I think that's also worthwhile as well. So that's about all I have for you today. Good luck and have fun.